Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be playing some Momir Basic. For those who don't know what Momir Basic is, it's a format of Magic where this is your deck. It's 60 lands, and you can choose the land types. I'll get into that in a second. And then you have the Avatar Momir Vig in play. You start at 24 life, but the most important thing is basically every turn you can pay X and discard a card, and it gives you a creature card at random from all of Magic. So it's a very random format, and it's very based around like combat math and obviously a lot of luck, but it's a fun format. So I haven't posted it in like years, so I thought it was time to do it. For those wondering about the deck construction, there are a lot of activated abilities that are useful that are red and black. So normally you run more mountains and swamps than the rest. Having islands in play is sometimes useful, but there's a lot of island walk creatures which can just destroy you. So you run not that many islands. Plains aren't that useful, but there are some like activated abilities, and then forests are good for things like Arbor Elf, just things that like need forest to untap or something like that. But generally you mostly just want swamps and mountains. There are a couple cards that just kill you on the spot. Phage the Untouchable is one. It enters and you didn't cast it, so you just lose the game. I think that's all of them. They might have printed a new one that also kills you. It like draws until you hit a non-land card or something, and then you die that way. But it's a fun format. We're gonna jump into it. See you guys there. All right, we won the die roll, playing against W. Sowell. This is in the competitive queues, by the way. So if you want to play for money, you can do it. Never mulligan in Momir Basic. You can make a bunch of jokes about, oh man, I got a hand of all lands, but it is what it is. So there's a lot of strategy in this format. Actually, you can try and make one drops, which I kind of like doing when I'm on the play, because there are quite a few like 1 mana things that let's discard a swamp, tap for mana, and tapping for mana is like getting time walk. So all slivers have flanking, so that can attack for a while. The other benefit of making a 1-drop is sometimes your opponent, like you usually have to skip one of your drops if you want to get up to 8, which is usually like 8 mana is where you kind of want to sit if you want to make like good creatures every turn. But I like making 1 and 2 and then skipping 3 and then seeing how my hand goes from there. I'm gonna discard this island. Ooh, Emberhauler is pretty good too. So yeah, now I have pressure in play, so this is better, but my opponent is going to start making creatures that are better than mine. So like, I'll make a 1-drop and a 2-drop, and if I have creatures that are very aggressive, then I'll keep making them and not skip anything. Otherwise, okay, 2-1 first strike. So flanking actually gets through that. Otherwise, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to skip my 3 mana play. Just hit for 1. Because on average, you're going to get a pretty bad creature at 1 or 2 anyway. You know, it's going to be like a 1 mana 1/1 or something like that. Just doing it this way means I got in for 2 damage for free. Because most of the time, the strategy is make a 2 mana and a 3 mana play. But I like going 1-2. If I keep getting good stuff, I just keep going. Otherwise, I wait. I'll take the 2 here. My opponent's skipping their 3 mana play, which is pretty decent. I'm going to save Emberhauler for something better, like a flyer. Whenever opponent activates an ability of a creature to land that isn't a mana ability, no! What? Oh man, that stops my Emberhauler, okay. So now they have a pretty good offense, so I'm going to make a creature on 4. I think there are quite a few good 4-drops in this format. Liege of the Hollows. When it dies, each player can pay mana and make squirrels, okay. The benefit of Liege of the Hollows is that it stalls their board out. So now I don't have to make any more creatures. Really unfortunate that this kind of locks down the Emberhauler. But I can still use this to kill, like if they get an obnoxious flyer or something like that. They get Viridian Scout. Okay. It's not that good, so we're not going to make a 5 mana play. Because I want to get up to 8. So that I can start making like 8 mana creatures. Or at least 7. Because right now I have 4. I'm going to draw up to 4 things in hand. And then I discard down. I think I can currently make 7 if I make a creature every turn. But 8 is generally more favorable. So let's just skip 5. Because like they really can't attack with their creatures currently. So yeah, no attacks, just pass turn to them. What do they got? Whenever it attacks, return an artifact they control to its owner's hand. Sure. Alright, now we're basically just going to be making dudes every turn. Make a 6-drop. I will discard this swamp. I'll keep a forest just in case. Amplify 1. I don't have anything that does that. So it's just a 6 mana 4/4. Okay. Yeah, I don't got much going on here. I could suicide my Liege of the Hollows. to get a bunch of squirrels, which is kind of interesting. I might do that later on, because this becomes kind of unblockable in the late game. Like, if they don't want to kill it and give me that many squirrels. Although, what is this? Oh boy. Oh no. A 5/6 flyer is very, very tough to beat. Especially one that gains life when you attack. Like, that's... They hit for 4, they gain some life. I don't really want to give up my Liege of the Hollows, so I'll just trade off 4/4s. Alright, let's go. Mountain, make a thing. I'm just gonna discard this forest now. It enters the battlefield. Oh man, I can't get any creature cards back. Yeah, when it enters the battlefield, you may put one target creature card from that graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. I don't have any of those, so not really gonna get there. Pass turn. So we needed to find a flyer to block this Ancestor Dragon, and that's kind of one of the problems with Momir Basic is like, whoever has the evasive creature generally just wins. What is this? Whenever it attacks, I mill myself. Okay, I put the top half of my library rounded up into my graveyard. Well, they have a 5-power flyer attacking and gaining 1. I have a 5-power intimidate creature attacking, but like I said before, they got this first. So unless I get something to answer this, I just lose. Alright, getting rid of the island here. Ooh, Vorinclex. Okay, well that's Emrakul mana. Vorinclex is one of the best creatures. 7/6. Do I even attack here? I guess so. Yeah, Vorinclex means I can just get 15 mana. I believe there are actually more than one 15 mana creature, so it takes a little bit to hit Emrakul. And he has a second ability, right? Whenever they get mana, it doesn't untap, so they can only make a creature every other turn. So this is gonna go pretty well, I think. Chromium. Haha! Yes. It's a flyer that they have to sacrifice because they can't untap. That is amazing. So I put the top half of my library. That's not too bad. It's going to take a very long time for that to actually kill me. I'm going to triple block this 6/6. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they can kill 2 of the 3 creatures. Unfortunately, I don't get any squirrels. But yeah, Vorinclex does a lot of work. I don't know if there's anything better than just getting an Emrakul. 14, 15. So I have to make sure I have one floating. Get a random 15. Please be Emrakul. No! Octothon Worm. At this point, do I keep back blockers? I think so. I think with Vorinclex, I just have the win because they can make a 0-drop. I guess I also maybe should have attacked with these two because I have a 9/14 blocker. Yeah, maybe that would have been better because I can hit for 12 and that would threaten a 2-turn kill as well. Otherwise, they have to chump. It's hard to say. I kind of wanted to avoid them like swinging out and gaining a bunch of life. We'll see how many Octothon Worms I get before I hit an Emrakul. Alright, 15. Emrakul, give me the goods. No! The stinky worm. Oh boy. I can attack with these two pretty comfortably. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage back. So they die next turn unless they have something. I don't think they realize Vorinclex has trample, but that's okay. Yeah, I should have attacked with this last turn, but that's okay. As long as they don't have anything with haste, we should be okay. Always yield to this. What do you got? Yes, we win! Okay! They don't have enough defense back to block. I hope they let me try and get an Emrakul. No, come on, we were close. Okay, on to sideboarding, no changes. I don't think you can even have a sideboard in this deck. The only thing you could bring in was lands, if it's possible, but I don't think it is. So, see you guys next game. Alright, gonna keep, obviously. So now on the draw, we have some interesting decisions. Opponent could make a 1-drop, but they decide not to. I am certainly going to make a 1-mana play. If you just get like a mana elf, turn 1, it's so powerful. And like, the difference between 1 and 2 mana plays isn't that much, really. Our opponent's skipping all of the things. And I have a 1/1 flyer, so given that I have a flyer, I'm going to make a 2-mana play as well, because I can keep hitting, and if I get like an evasive 2-mana play, it doesn't untap during your untap step. What's a 3/3 blocker? So this actually works really well. I have like a 1/1 flyer attacking in the air, and then I have a 3/3 on the ground to block like their 3-mana play. So now I can comfortably skip 3. I've gained all of this pressure by making 1 and 2, and I'm on the draw, so I'm up a card, so I think I only have to skip 1 turn. 2/2. Okay, so this just taps my 1/1. That's not too bad. Oh, that's clever. So now I have to gain life. Okay, that was a clever play from the opponent. I don't really want to make a 3-mana play, although I do take 2 if I don't. All right, let's make 3. Basically, the idea is you want to get the board to a point where it's at parity, and then skipping a turn doesn't matter too much. At this point, I basically have to take 2 damage to skip a turn, and that's not ideal. So let's discard a swamp. Ooh. Target artifact creature gains death touch and lifelink, but she's only a 2/2. Oh boy. So yeah, things like this are why you want some of these like odd off-color activated abilities. When it enters the battlefield, you can put a card in from exile. Can't do that. It's just a 4-mana 3/3. Yep, so we just take some damage. So if I can get an artifact, gain life, and then untap this, that would be good. So I really need to get some creatures in play. I want to play the plains because I do want to activate Sidri eventually, because getting lifelink, definitely a way to win the game. Canyon Drake. Wow, that is actually kind of good. If they don't get a flyer, I can hit them for like 1,000,000 damage. Hit for 1. So I don't have any artifacts. This is only artifact creatures. Okay. And right now I can discard 4 cards at random to give this +8/+8. So I can hit my opponent for 10 in the air, but then I kind of just lose. So that's kind of an all-in that I don't want to commit to just yet. But I really need to find a big ground blocker. Uh-oh. Jeez, okay. I really need a ground blocker. Come on. All these 3/3s attacking in. Take 5. So yeah, now their clock is way better than mine. It's hard for me to win in the air, but if I can get a single creature that has like 3 toughness or 4 toughness, then I can just kind of stonewall their whole offensive force here. Let's get rid of a swamp. 2/2. So this is kind of the downside of playing Momir Basic here, is sometimes you just get 5-mana 2/2s, and all my creatures are tokens. If you see there's a token there, so I can't actually get them back. So it might seem like I could like chump block with Judge's Familiar forever, but that's just not the case. So we're going to take some damage. This is unfortunate, but opponent doesn't have a flyer. So as soon as I get one, we should be okay. Or get a ground creature, then I can like attack in the air. Oh boy. Never mind. 3/2 flyer. So they swing out. I feel like that wasn't the best block, because now I can double block here. And that at least makes their lifelink creatures smaller. And then I have a 2/2 which can block their 2/2 lifelinkers. I lose on the possibility of getting an artifact to give it lifelink, but that was pretty unlikely anyway, and I need to deal with the board like right now. 5/5 flying. Sure, I'll take it. Can't really attack with anything. I need, do I need this back? So if I attack with this, opponent right click attacks all. I block here, and I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I fall to 2 life. I don't think I can do that, because they also have lifelink. But just like that, I have a 5/5 flyer. Hard for them to get through that. We make a 7. It's a 4/4 regenerator. Not too bad. And they're not attacking. So now I need to decide, do I play for the late game? Or do I skip my 7 and go straight to 8? Because I can just do nothing this turn. They don't have great attacks. I think I'm better off waiting and hoping that they miss. Because a 5/5 flyer blocks almost everything they could have. So we're going to skip a 7-mana play. So now the real cost is being felt of me making a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all the way through. Because I'm basically trading a 7-mana creature for like this 1/1, which is not great. But I think the upside is very high. If at any point I had made like a 3/4, then I wouldn't have taken all of this early damage. And then I could have just kept attacking with all these 1/1s. Yeah, so not going to attack. We're just going to pass. Hope it's nothing scary. It is a 4/9 flyer, and it can block any number of creatures. That is really good. Fortunately, I have a 5/5 that can block it, so they can't like do too much, but that's a lot of damage. But now we're back up to 8. This ability doesn't do anything, so I'm just not going to have an island in play, because there are some big island walkers that are just very problematic. What just died? Naya Soul Beast. I'm going to look that up. So this is what I got. Each player reveals the top card of their library and enters with X +1/+1 counters on it, where X is the total converted mana cost of all cards revealed this way. The total converted mana cost was 0, so I got a 0/0. Now we're in trouble. That's not good. In fact, I might be dead on board, but I can get back Naya Soul Beast. Oh man. Alright, we need them to get a creature that bounces all creatures to hand. 7/6 Scaled Worm. That's still really big. I think they should just swing out. Their attacks are pretty good. Wow, okay, giving me another shot. I like it. Let's make a big boy. Yeah, kill your lands. Sure. And killing their land is huge, because remember how I skipped an entire turn to get up to making 8 mana plays? Now the opponent, they're making 7 mana plays, and if they want to get up to 8 mana plays, they have to skip another turn. And I have the 6/6, which can very conveniently block their Scaled Worm. So they decided not to skip, which makes sense because they currently have... Oh, gosh. So things like this are why you keep mountains. That is very bad for me. They could just start killing all my stuff. So we need to get a way to kill the Sheevan Worm now. No, what did we get? Whatever it was, it died. Cognivore. We'll look that up in a second here. Its power and toughness are equal to the number of instant cards in all graveyards. Don't have any of those. Well, I can't attack. I think I'm actually just dead now. Because they can just Sheevan Hellkite my face, and then I take 4 and then die. No. Yeah, they swing out. I'm very, very dead here. I should have killed a mountain, maybe. Interesting to do this before combat. Do they have enough attackers? That's weird. I mean, because, like, I could get something that kills their Hellkite. Okay. So we're gonna play this for the late game. The problem is they have... I did not find any threats. That's good. If I do it this way, they're gonna have so many attackers. So I think I have to kill one of my own lands as well. Now they can only do 2 damage to me. I don't think this favors me, but I'm not dead on board at least. Maybe I am. I don't know. They hit me for 2 down to 2, and then they swing out. They probably have enough attackers. I didn't do the math, but it felt like my only shot at winning this game is basically playing for my opponent to make a mistake. So they ping me. I go to 1, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 attackers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blockers. Alright, we're dead. If they attack. Yeah, alright, we did. On to game 3. Alright, let's go first. Keep, obviously. No mountains in the opening hand is kind of interesting. So let's make a 1-drop. The other benefit of this is there are some creatures that draw you cards. No! That's not... I thought I saw add 1 mana of any color, and I got excited. There are some creatures that also draw you cards, and those can help reset the damage done from... What? Why was that? Oh, no. Alright, that's really bad. I actually made a 0-drop instead of spending 2 mana. That'll happen too. I guess if you add the mana first, you can pay 0. That's rough. So we gotta skip some turns, but fortunately, most of the luck happens in the late game anyway, so we have this thing it can chump block, I guess. Got some kobolds. They have a 2/2. Just stonewalls my whole team. Alrighty. Let's skip 3. I'll take 2 damage this turn. Ugh, really sucks that I made an 0-1. And then I'm just gonna go 4 and on. I think that leaves me at 7, but the odds of me like having something that draws a card is pretty high. Never attacks and isn't blocked. What? No, you can kill all my stuff. So it has shadow, so I can't block it. And then when it's not blocked, which it has shadow, so I can't block it, they can essentially make it do 1 damage to one of my creatures. They didn't attack. Interesting. Well, we're gonna lose our X1s, so that's rough. Let's play a mountain. Try and find a way to kill that old Zealot Ilvek. 3/2 flyer. That's not the end of the world. When it enters the battlefield, you can search your library for a card with the same name as another creature you control. So again, their library is full of lands, so that doesn't do anything. Attack with a 2/2. I'm just going to chump with my kobolds because they can just kill it anyway. Yeah, they kill my 1/1. This dies. So my ground force is just gone, but all I need to do is essentially find a ground creature that can block this 2/2. Or I guess this 3/3, and then we should be okay. Discard a swamp, because I have a lot of those. Ooh, Death Touch Monstrosity. That's actually quite good. So the Monstrosity is 7, so that gives me something to do on turn 7 that skips my turn. This can block here. No it can't, because they can trade the Zealot Ilvek to do 1 damage. So this actually can't block here. I'm going to take 6 damage next turn. I don't think I've ever seen this card before, but it looks like we are gonna be all out racing. What is this? It's a 4/4. They can sack it to draw a card. Not too bad. Oh, that's great for me. So opponent doesn't realize they can attack with this, and then if I block, they can actually use this to do the final damage to kill it. So I'm basically gaining 2 life here. Okay, they hit me for 4, but I'm gonna hit them for 6 in the air and make a creature. I'm going to play this island because I know I'm going to want it next turn. Ooh, Foxfire Oak. That can block most of this stuff. Hit for 6 in the air. Next turn I'm going to hit for 9. So unless they make a good, like, creature, I'm just going to kill them. Haunt, when it enters the battlefield or dies, get a creature back. Yeah, that doesn't do it. And there are very few creatures large enough to, like, defend against a 6/6 flying death touch. Don't even attack with... And so this is why I like skipping my... or, like, making plays early, because you're going to generally find, like, some way to draw a card, add mana, or get an activated ability that's useful. I think I just attack with these two. Opponent can hit me for 1, 2, 3, yeah. And I monstrous this. So if they don't get a flying blocker, they lose. If they do get a flying blocker, it has to block this. That doesn't, oh wow. That doesn't do it, but that would have actually been able to kill my cockatrice. Good games, opponent. I'll say GG's. Okay, they conceded already. All right, round 1 down. See you guys. We'll do 3 of these. See you guys round 2. Playing against the same person. Let's go first. Obviously I keep like looking at my hand, getting excited, and then forgetting. Being on the play seems really good in Momir Basic. I know a lot of people who don't. They think being on the draw is better, but I think the pressure you gain from just creating creatures first is really valuable. Wow, that's actually quite nice. That's going to gain me a lot of life over the course of this game. Like, there's so much variance that, like, missing a creature can put you behind very far. So being able to make a creature first and attack with it first. Like, I get to make an 8-mana creature before they do. So if I get, like, a really insane 8-mana creature that can kill them in 1 hit, then I get that advantage first. Things like that. Opponent does not make a 1-mana play. Okay. I will make a 2-mana play here. Getting rid of a forest. Orcish Vandal. Always yes, always yield. It's a 1/1. It depends on what they make. I might skip my 3s, because 4s are generally way better than 3-mana creatures. And I'm going to gain 1 life every turn for the rest of the game, so I have some buffer. The opponent makes a 2-mana play. They get a 2/2 that has fire breathing? Come on! I really gotta get better creatures. I think I'm okay taking 2 though, because I need to set up for the late game. I have Soul's Attendant, so I'm not gonna die too quickly. Maybe I should have just skipped my 2-mana play, given that I had Soul's Attendant. Actually, that could have been better. No! Oh boy, that's a problem. That kills my Soul's Attendant. So I'm just gonna double block now, because this is going to kill my creatures anyway. So I'd rather cash them in while I can, and then before this pings them to death. That's brutal, man. Soul's Attendant was going to do some work this game. Oh, okay. I need to make sure I actually pay mana here. Discard this. That's pretty good. In fact, that's actually absurd. Depending on what they hit, I might just skip my 5-drops. No! Okay, not skipping my 5-drops. That was... Necrotal is one of the best creatures you can hope to get. That's really good for them. Well, I guess I have a pretty hefty life buffer. Do you have a pretty hefty life buffer? And there are some creatures that draw cards and stuff. Like, I'm basically just going to take 3 damage next turn. No, I don't think I can skip 5s. We're just going to go up to 7 and hope that we can get, like, some good activated ability or card draw or mana acceleration. Mountain, make a 5. Discarding a mountain just in case we need this forest. Yeah! Activated ability! Now we're talking. Wait, they can kill them though. But at least that still gains me a life. We'll see. I mean, I'm putting the forest into play because that will be nice with this. When it enters the battlefield, it's just a 3/5. Okay. So I kind of want to just draw a bunch of forests now. There's a swamp. The real question is, do I make a 6-mana play? I think I'm kind of okay just... maybe I'm better off waiting until I have 2 forests and then making 2 1/1s. That maybe is better. Yeah! Okay, there we go. So I can use this to turn a land into a forest. So I'm going to read this for you. As long as it isn't attacking, its power and toughness are each equal to the number of forests you control. As long as it is attacking, its power and toughness are each equal to the number of forests defending player controls. So basically I can't attack with this, but I can use this to turn my lands into forests and then add green mana for Ant Queen. No, because they can kill it! No! Oh, that's bad. I forgot about that. Yeah, never mind. That was not good. Yep. What is this? It's a 3/4 flying haste. and it gives my knights flying and haste. Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, we're just gonna make 7 mana plays because I need to hit a flyer. I can't keep sitting back here. We want more mountains. Give me the goods. Yeah, Palaka Worm. Well, that at least can attack for a lot of damage. And so here's a card that when it dies, I draw a card. So if I trade this off in combat, I'm going to draw a card and go up to 2 lands in play so then I can keep making 8 drops. So it's just things like this why I think it's better to, you know, take advantage of the tempo plays you get when you get them by making creatures when your opponent has none. Because if you do happen to get a good 1 or 2 drop, that can just win you the game on its own. Or it can do enough damage to your opponent that... What is this? Oh gosh, that's good. So they can give all of their new creatures trample, and they can... Graft means basically when a creature comes into play, they can move a counter from this onto there. So if they get like a big flyer, they can make it even bigger. That's a problem. But I guess they probably won't be giving trample because they would need a forest. So I'm going to offer the trade of Palaka Worm for... I guess it would be these 3 creatures. But if they block it, then I draw a card and I can make 8 mana plays this turn. And if they don't block it, then they take a lot of damage. Wow, they're really going to trade off their Graft creature? That seems... Oh, that's actually kind of good. They can kill Palaka Worm end of turn. But I still... Oh, that was a mistake. Oh! Yeah! They thought I passed turn, but they did it in my main phase. Oh my god. That was a double misplay that ended up so good for me. I shouldn't have played the land, but then they played a land. Ooh. Whenever a dragon I control attacks, make a 6/6 red dragon creature token with flying. That seems pretty good. So now they can't attack. I can't believe that last play last turn. That was crazy. I think I'm better off attacking, but let's make a creature first and see what that gives us. There are downsides to this. There are some creatures that kill your whole board. I have a 7. Let's just get in the air with flyers. Oh, actually I can just attack with Nicol Bolas next turn. Yeah, let's wait a turn. This is a little bit greedy, but it basically means I can't lose the game if I get to untap, because I'm going to hit for 13 flying power, and then I'm going to get 12 more power flying. Tidal Kraken is one of the best creatures you can get, but not in this situation. So we pay to keep Nicol Bolas around. We attack with both of our flyers. I think I could attack with just Nicol Bolas. That makes a flyer, and then I get this back, but I think it's too greedy to try and keep this back and go for more activations when I could just make so many 6/6 flyers here. They take it? Whoa. That seems wrong. Okay, well, if they're going to take it, then... No! Oh, wait, that's actually pretty good. So they draw 2, and they take 2 damage here. Yeah, they just die to this. They're going to need a pretty good draw step. Oh, that actually maybe does it. 6/6 pro red and green. Vigilance lifelink. I think that... I don't know if that does it, but it's definitely close. Let me think about this. I don't think it does, because they block 1. They gain some life, but they... Yeah, I make 4 dragons here. We're fine. Because this isn't non-token dragon. This is any dragon. I think I can draw another card. So I'm going to take 12. That's nowhere near to lethal. I guess 13, 14 off the Zern Spellcaster. That's fine, because I'm going to attack with these 4, but then they're just going to replace themselves. Let's go ahead and play a mountain. Do I want to make it a 6-drop pre-combat? I think so, because if I get something that kills the Sphinx, then I definitely win. Green creatures you control have trample. It doesn't help that much. He actually has protection from my entire board. That's kind of insane. We swing out, we make 4 dragons. Opponent has to do some like chump blocking with their creatures. So they gain 6, they take 6. Wait, they killed my Nicol Bolas? That seems wrong, because I had to pay mana to keep that alive. They go to 5 life. They left this alive. A lot of weird decisions here by the opponent, because they wanted to kill this because then it makes my attacks next turn not as easy. In fact, they should have killed that a long time ago. But we'll see what happens. Keep making 8s. 7/5 trample doesn't do it, so I think they're dead. In fact, I'm quite sure they're dead given how many dragons I have. I think they could have avoided this if they had just killed my Utavara Hellkite like a long time ago. They're swinging with a lot of random stuff. Can block here and here. Then I take 12. I hope they let me attack so I can make, what is this? I'm gonna generate 7 dragons. Oh boy, run it back. Okay, we keep this hand, so they chose to go first. Still not making 1-drops. I'm okay with it. We're gonna make one. Getting rid of a swamp. War Falcon! Oh man, that's gonna be good if I get a knight or a soldier. They skipped their 2. Oh man, give me a soldier or a knight. That'll be lights out. Whenever an opponent activates an ability of artifact, creature, or land that isn't a mana ability. Okay, well this gives me... I'm basically gonna skip my 5 mana play. Because I just have this activated ability that can hit for a bunch of damage. Top card of target player's graveyard is a creature card. No, so they just have a 1/2 flyer, which is good. I mean, it's gets in there. It also deals with War Falcon. I need to stop adding mana and then activating it, because then you can have the option of 2/3 Mountain Walk. Perfect. I don't think I've ever seen this card before. Or like, I think I've seen it before, I just don't remember it. So I have an unblockable creature. I want to keep pressing the advantage. That's pretty good, because they can tap down my best thing if they have an island, but then they have to use mana every turn. So I think right now that just does nothing, because if they blink something, then it just dies. Fortunately, it's a May, or it's up to 1. Yeah, so they choose 0. Good play. Go ahead and play another swamp. Make a 4/4. And I'm doing this pre-combat because I would like to be able to attack with the War Falcon. Flying protection from white. Well, that deals with Guiding Spirit. Oh, and this actually does 1 damage to them if they activate Thassa. Hit for 2. So we'll see what they get. If they get a good creature, I'm just going to keep making creatures. If they don't, then I'm just going to use this to hit for 4. Beginning of your upkeep, flip a coin. Oh. So there's a pretty good chance that that just dies. But that makes Immolation Shaman's ability worse. So we're just going to make another creature. Because if I activate Immolation Shaman's ability, then they can just double block. And then I'm just trading my Shaman for the 2/2, which doesn't really do that much in this position. I'm going to get rid of the island. When it attacks, sacrifice it at end of combat. But it's a 7/4 trample. I mean, that's not nothing, right? I'm hitting them for 4 here. Lose the flip. Yeah, we did it! We did it. Opponent's going to take a ton of damage here. Whenever Hydra deals combat damage to opponent, it deals damage to each other opponent. So it's just an 8/8. That's not too bad. Oh boy, and they're attacking? Don't they take like 1,000,000 damage here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 I can hit them for? I can hit them for 8 to each other opponent. Okay, so that doesn't double hit me. It would be nice to have a blocker for this, because the 7/4 doesn't work that well. I think I'm just going to make a creature. 6 drops are really good too. 6/4. Good enough. So they have blue mana available, but they would need to like just take the turn off to double activate. And they can't really attack with Hydra Omnivore here, because I think I just have lethal on the swing back if they don't have anything. Whoa. This is a 4/7 Flying Vigilance. And its activated ability really good in EDH or Commander, but there are no creature cards in our graveyard. Yeah, and they just have to pass turn. That's great for me. So this costs 5, gives +3/+3. So it's just a 4 power. What happens if I swing out? If I swing out, the 8/8 blocks the 7/4. The 4/7 blocks the 6/4. They take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That doesn't quite work. So we're just going to keep making creatures here. Going up to 7, not too bad. Yeah, Palukuru. Oh, that's so good. I don't really mind taking damage. So let's just hit with my 2 evasive creatures here. This has protection from white, so I can attack in with it. They're at 10. I think next turn I can just swing out and kill them if they don't find anything good. Also, it's kind of funny. This is an enchantment. So that activated ability doesn't trigger Immolation Shaman. All right, we need to whiff here. What is this? Create 2 3/1 red elemental shaman token. Okay, those are blockers. Do I block here? I don't think so. We're at 26 life, which is very high. I think that giant saved them. It's also a 5/5. That card's kind of sweet. So now if I attack, they block Palaka Worm with the Omnivore. They block here on this, or even like this can block here, sure. And then this blocks this. So there's really no point in doing that. So let's just activate this. You skip your next turn. Okay, well that's not so great, but if they attack into it, then I get 2 turns in a row and they just die. Don't like skipping my next turn though. Actually, given that I'm skipping my next turn, I'm gonna keep back my... Nah. I was going to say I could keep back my creature that has protection from white, but I can just block with this. I have no way to kill it to like take 2 turns in a row. I don't actually know how this works. Like, I skip my next turn. If I block with this, do I just, is everything normal? Ooh, that's good. That's another example of a card that just draws you cards, right? But opponent has not that much to do with these land drops. They get another turn. Okay, we'll see what happens. They can tap down this using Thassa. That's an option, which looks like what they're doing. But that doesn't get them very far because I can just attack with it on my turn and it's lethal. No! Oh, that sucks. So they get to, well, no, actually that's not bad. If they target this, then I get an extra turn anyway. Okay, that's not too bad. Getting rid of the mountain walk makes sense, but I get 2 turns in a row here. And they're gonna lose their, or not lose their flyer. I guess, let's make a thing. See what we get. Birthing Hulk makes 2 insects and I can regenerate it. Oh, I guess there is some consideration to adding wastes in your deck. So do I win with a swing out? I don't think so. I think I just attack with Voice of Truth. And then next turn, they have to Thassa on my turn. Otherwise, I get 2 turns in a row with this Wormfang Manta. Maybe I did get 2 turns in a row and I should have just, whoa, what is going on here? Well, they lose now. Because I hit with this, it's unblockable. And then they have to block this. And when it, like, gets blocked, then I take an extra turn. Whenever this deals combat damage to a player, you can look at their hand. Nope, that doesn't work. Yeah, so this is a forced block here, and I just attack with Voice of Truth twice. And I don't want to make a creature because something can go wrong. They have the 1/2 flyer. Yeah, this just wins. Attack, attack. They needed to keep back Thassa's activation, because now I just hit them for 2 in the air and they die. That 2/2 got in for, I think, all of the damage that game. Crazy. All right, we are won both of them. I'll see you guys for the last round. All right, I'm actually playing against someone from my Discord, Lowkeys. They went first. I'm on the draw. Okay. Sorry, I just kind of jumped into this. I was trying to get people to play Momir for a while here. And, oh, keep forgetting this. I'm on the draw. We're going to make a 1-drop. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Oh, now that's good. I need to find a forest. This is the kind of card I'm looking for when I make 1-drop. Something that puts me ahead on mana. And, I mean, it blocks for a lot in the early turns. So now I just need to hit a forest and I can, like, come back on mana at any point. Wall of Omen's also another good one. There's a mountain. Let's just play a swamp for now and make it 2 mana play. Discarding a plains because I have like a million of those. Draw a card for 4 mana. Perfect. Again, my strategy is paying off here. Can't copy anything, but can draw a card when I need. What is this? Target creature gets +0/+3. That seems quite reasonable. Pumping my guy, I appreciate it. So if I get a forest, I'm just gonna sacrifice this. I don't. So we're going to play a mountain and make a 3 mana play. There we go. Flying Renown is really good. No point in attacking because they have a 2/2 that blocks my 2/2. The one thing I need to remember, I should have auto-yielded to this like a long time ago. They have a 4 mana 1/3. Well, I think we're going to get there. Discarding a swamp just in case we need this plains. Destroy target black permanent. Definitely need this plains. I feel so sad that I discarded all those plains now. That's I've never seen that card before. That's so sweet. So if I hit a green mana, then I can use this to get my other white source. Discard a card, return it to hand. Well, that's not good. But they do have a 3/2 flyer. So I think at this point I don't think I can attack with the Stalwart even. Let's go ahead and play a plains. Make a 5, rid of a swamp, flame spirit. So yeah, things like this. Definitely reasons to run more mountains. I'm okay just holding back Stalwart even. I have like card draw and the ability to start killing stuff, so I think at least at the moment my late game looks way better than theirs. What is this? Holy cow. That's a problem. That's a big problem. Currently can't block that either. There's a red source, so I can get in with Flame Spirit. They don't have great blocks. I guess the worst case scenario for me is if they double block with Bogbrew Witch and the Guardhound. I think I'm okay with that trade. Because again, I just, like, I don't have to pump. Yeah, that's the worst case for me, but it's still not so bad. I'll just make a 3 mana creature now. Do I actually? I kind of want to skip a turn because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I'm going to 8 anyway. Wild Mammoth. Player who controls the most creatures gains control of Wild Mammoth. Okay. This thing is super problematic though. That's like 7 damage a turn, which is why I wanted to clear out their ground force, because if they do just start attacking with this and pumping it, I at least have like pretty good attacks on the backswing because they're not using their combat step or not using their like token generation. Take 4 at least, probably more. Yeah, that's a lot. I get to keep my mammoth, so I can draw a card with the League Guildmage. So I do play this, but I think I just need to make 7 drops. I need to find an answer to their flyer. Ooh, 7/7. That actually doesn't do that much, but I have pretty good offense now. Here, here, and here. Blocking with this actually prevents more damage, so that's okay. And I'm okay trading the Guildmage for the Griffin. Maybe I should have attacked with Stalwart even, but now I have a 7/7, they have a 4/4. If they want to attack and pump it a bunch again, that's not the end of the world because I do have this to block with. No, oh boy, that's a problem. Okay. Yeah, not going to be beating that anytime soon. I mean, there are answers to Abyssin, but that's rough. I still get to keep my mammoth, so I need some serious help here. Tap target creature and put an ice counter on it. Oh, that would have been so good. Holy cow, that would have been good. Should have put Snowlands in here, I guess. That would be absolutely game breaking. Alright, noted. I will be putting Snowlands in my Momir deck from here on out. I don't have any attacks. I can at least block their 4/4, but I have to trade with it. And then we're just chumping. Oh, I don't even trade with it because of... Ugh. Well, I mean, I have to lose both my creatures here, right? No, I don't, actually. I can block like this. They can hit me for 9, put me to 3. But I can get... There's like a creature, I believe it costs 7, that returns 2 creatures an opponent controls to the owner's hand. Honestly, even just bouncing one of them, like killing Abyssin here, will do it. Because otherwise, we in trouble. Whenever it becomes blocked... That's actually a pretty good 4 mana play. They're about to get the War Mammoth too, which I don't like. Alright, give us the goods. Just the battlefield with 3. Put a -1/-1 counter on another target creature. So I can shrink. I don't think I can really do that much here. I can survive if he doesn't pump, but he's going to pump. And I'm like chump blocking. Yeah, this is not going to end well, right? Shrink that. Oh no, alright, I clicked the wrong one, but we're fine. We'll just do some stuff. And it says another target creature, right? Yeah, good move. And then, yeah, it doesn't even matter. I would have targeted this 3 times, they pump it, and then I die. So, on to game 2. Alright, this time I get to go first. I think I went first last time, I'm not even sure. But it was pretty unfortunate. Let's lead with a mountain here. Make a 1-drop. Ooh, now that is the kind of 1-drop you want to see. Oh man, that's good. Yeah, I'm going to keep pressing this advantage. Make another one. Oh my gosh, look at these creatures. This is insane. I just have the late game covered. Boom. Get out of here, Dimir Guildmage, you dead. Kill that. So now that, you know, that counts as skipping my turn. I'll let them know I have the Master Decoy active, and I'm actually just going to hold this up to tap whatever creature they play next turn. What is this? What? Oh, it has Vanishing too. Okay, that's fine. It's a 6/6, I can just stop it from attacking. Not too bad. Go mountain. I guess we just skip another combat step here and just attack with Grim Lavamancer. Tap down their Vanishing creature. Because I don't want to make a 3-mana creature that just doesn't seem that great. I see. So if you kick it, then it can do stuff. So we're going to tap this down. Vanishing is when the last time counter is removed, sacrifice it. So it only gets 1 attack, so I don't actually have to tap anything here. Oh, we're going to tap that down though. Let's go mountain, make a 4-mana creature. Getting rid of a swamp. Target black creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn. Okay. So they lose their Ravaging Riftworm. We get to tap down the 2-headed giant. I gotta yield again. Keep forgetting that. What is this? Whenever you cycle or discard a card. Oh, that's good. That's quite good. Tap this. And it's a 4/4 flyer that shrinks one of my creatures every turn. It's decent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can gain Double Strike or Menace. That's like kind of a lot. But making 6 drops is so much better than making 5 drops here. Oh, chosen at random. Okay. I was going to say I actually don't know which one to pick, but the flying is almost certainly correct. But I get my Crossing Constrictor Swamp Walk going. Yeah, that ability is actually really relevant because it makes their flyers, like if I get a 4/4 flyer, turn instant or sorceries. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Also, like Knucklevi can now attack kind of without worry here. So now I think I'm just going to make a 6-mana creature because I have Master Decoy and that really does a lot. I don't need 2 planes. Wow. Okay. That's a lot of pressure. Opponent falls to 9. Hopefully nothing too scary happens here. What is this? Flying Trample. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, I sacrifice a creature. Yeah, we're tapping that one down for sure. I think they might actually be dead. Tap this. So they take, I tap this, they can chump block here. They take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Tap this. This chump blocks 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They go to 1. So that's not actually lethal. So I think I'm just going to play it a little bit safe. Make a 6 mana creature. Ooh, that actually doesn't do anything. Oh, actually it does. I can make the Demon of Loath smaller. Then I can attack with my Bolsterdon too. Oh, this is actually kind of good. I can hit with both of these. And then if they block with the Demon of Loath, then I can ping them for 2. Yeah, I like that. I missed out on the more immediate damage of attacking with this, but this attack actually goes really well for me. And they have to block something, so either it's a chump block, like no matter what, this goes well for me. Okay, so they block there, we're going to just shrink it and then kill it. They take 5, they go to 4, I get to tap down the Ominous Sphinx. This is kind of over. Ooh. Attack each combat of able and double strike. Well, that's just game. Everything has double strike. This is lethal. This is lethal. This is lethal. Alright, on to game 3. This is for all the money. There's no money involved, but this is for all of it. We're on the draw. We keep. Told my opponent good luck in game 3. Did me too, thanks. Opponent not making 1-drops. You gotta do it. Ooh. It's a 1/1 menace. I mean, that will ping for a decent amount of damage, I think. Alright, we're gonna yield here. What is this? Phasing? What is this? It's a weird card, that is for sure. So I think they basically get it every other turn or something like that. Play a mountain, make another creature, getting rid of a swamp. Ooh, like that. So this is menace, so they can't block it. And this is flying, so they also can't block it. So they mill 3, and this is effectively treated as if it doesn't exist. And then it comes back during their next turn, and they can attack with it. What? Okay. Well, combat's going to be hard if everything they have has first strike. Play a mountain, discarding a swamp. Yeah, get in there, Sanity Gnars. So modular, when it dies, you can put a counter on an artifact creature. And they cannot block currently. But we chipping in for some damage, but I'm going to take 4. So I've kind of undone all of the advantage I've created by hitting with these 1/1s. Corpse Current. When it enters the battlefield, oh man. Infect is like scary, but also not that scary. Take 4. So again, I'm going to make a 4 mana play here. Discarding a mountain. When it enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 black zombie creature. And target zombie creature gains Death Touch. Unfortunately, Death Touch doesn't do anything because they have a first strike on everything. But it was a good thought. But I get to take 2 of this infect thing. What's a creature they get to kill something? No! Alright, what are they targeting? I imagine they sacrifice... Well, honestly, they're sacrificing a better creature than I have if they do that. So it's probably not worth it. Okay, yeah, I agree with that decision. So I take the 2 off the first strike. Oh, wow. Interesting. I feel like you want to attack with the archetype instead. But maybe I could, like, double block the archetype. First strike infect is pretty spooky. Given their board, I think I just need to keep making creatures here. No real, like, good blocks. 3/3. No, I don't need it. Well, actually, 3/3 can block most of their stuff, at least. I can hit for 1. And he's only going to be able to make 6 mana plays at this point. I'm going to go up to 7 at least. First strike Shroud. Yeah, that's a lot. I'll take 3. But I think the late game advantage is in my favor right now. Generally, islands are a little bit better than plains. What is this? Flying Trample. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, if they attack you during their last turn. Oh, okay. That seems pretty good. No attacks. They can't attack. And if they attack me at all, this thing gets in there. I win the late game because of this thing milling. This is looking bad. I've never seen this card before. Seems pretty good though. And this is the beautiful thing, right? So I can attack with this. If they attack me, then I just get to kill whatever they attacked with. So this just kind of like takes over the game on its own. Whenever land enters the battlefield, you may exile. What? Oh my god. That's really good. So whenever they play a land, they just eat something. That is not good for me at all. That's... What? And they have first strike, so I can't even attack with this. Okay. Death Touch doesn't do anything when they have first strike. Alright, see what we can hit here. Spell can't be countered flying hexproof. Yeah, that doesn't really deal with the big problem though. Is them exiling this. And they get to make land drops up to 8 mana plays again. Yep, take 6. Alright, deck. We need something. We need it very soon. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to it by creatures with first strike. Yes. Now we're talking. That's so oddly specific. Oh boy. Alright, I attack for 5. They don't have a very good block here. Okay, we're back in it. But they could just play a land and exile it. Yeah, that'll do it. Forgot about that. Alright, well, I chump block the 6/6. I think the answer is no. I will not give them a bigger infect creature. Admonition Angel is very problematic. Enters the battlefield, create 3 1/1 white Kithtin soldiers. Well, I have to keep back the 5/5 to block here, or else I die. And I don't have any other good attacks. So, because they just have first strike on everything. This is so problematic. They're at 13. Yeah, this card does literally everything. First strike, trample, crash of rhinos. That's kind of a cool card. And I need green mana to sacrifice these to gain life. Yep, take 6. So next turn I die if I don't find a flyer. Oh, give me a good flyer. Flying. Whenever a source opponent controls deals damage to it. Ooh. So if they attack into this, they lose 6 life. Unfortunately, I still can't double block. They have an 8 power first striker. So we pass turn. But now, no, I still just lose. I keep forgetting they can just exile anything I have. Oh boy. Yeah, the fact that they're always drawing lands with this card is pretty unbeatable. This ability gives death touch. Yeah, we dead. Good games. That happens though. That's part of Momir. Alright. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching Momir Basic. If you're interested in this, or interested in doing a tournament with me and like some of my other viewers with this, please let me know in the comments, because I really would like this to happen, and we could have some like fun incentives or something too. So yeah, just let me know what you guys would like to see, and see you guys next time.